I'm good. And thank you and welcome everyone to Breathe, Move, and Meditate to balance the Anahata chakra. So if you were with us the last 3 months, we finished the lower three chakras, and all of which those three chakras are below the navel, and they have everything to do with our physical self. Has to do with our physical needs, our survival, our likes, our dislikes, has to do with our personal power. And now this morning, we're making the transition from the physical self to the spiritual self. And this transition takes place right at the Anahata chakra, which is the heart center. And the heart center is considered that bridge from the physical self, which is below the heart, to the spiritual self, which is above the heart, and of course, onto the heavens. Now, with the chakras, okay, and these are just energy centers that run along the spine, each chakra has a mantra, which is a sound that resonates at the chakra. And each one also has a yantra. And a yantra is a shape that helps to balance the chakra. When all of the chakras are balanced, that's when we're kind of feeling in balance. And each one of the chakras has a color. And so the sound of the heart chakra is yum. And if you just close your eyes for a second and just say yum to yourself, you can feel that sound resonating right at the heart. The yantra, okay, or the shape is a six-pointed star. It's two triangles interspersed with each other. The first triangle, the point is on top. The second triangle, the point is on the bottom. And it's much like the Star of David. And what this signifies is that the light from the heart moves in all of the directions in the body and out even further than the body. The color of this Anahata chakra, of our heart chakra, is green. And that's kind of very telling because just like the green plants push upwards towards the heaven at the same time they're rooting down into the earth, just like we are rooting in two directions from that Anahata chakra. So on the one hand, the heart is a muscle and it works every second of every day. It epitomizes our physical self. But on the other hand, we know that the heart is a place of emotion. It's a place of our spirituality. And even though we are a culture that's totally obsessed with power, we're also driven by this need for love, the need to give love and the need to receive love. So I think all of us at one time or another have experienced the emotional pain, the heartfelt pain of losing someone or something that we really love or really wanted. And it's really sad, but the heart chakra is easily damaged. It's easily wounded. And when that happens, it results in imbalances. So these imbalances have a real range. They can range from feeling needy or unwanted, feeling isolated, feeling anonymous, even kind of feeling invisible when the heart kind of feels deflated, to the opposite, loving everyone, that kind of exhibiting always, these people that exhibit this emotional flamboyance all the time. And that's when the heart chakra is overactive. And so because the heart, as we know, is rather important to our bodies, the ramifications of a heart center that's out of balance can not only affect our physical well-being, but we know that it affects our mental and our emotional well-being as well. Physically, it can be poor circulation, heart palpitations, high blood pressure, low blood pressure, or just a general sense of dis-ease within the body. So these all can be present. And the goal of a heart centered practice, a chakra practice that centers on the heart, is to open and to massage the vital organs, to just kind of clean out and to promote healthy circulation. So we always start with our breath practice. And today for our breath practice, we're going to do a Kriya practice called Sat Yam. Sat, the word sat, the seed mantra, means truth or purification. And yam, as we said before, is the original sound of the heart. So together, the words sat and yam mean to purify the heart. And we'll be using a mudra. A mudra is a very powerful hand gesture, and we're going to be using that at the heart. We'll be pressing our thumb and our second finger together as if you were holding onto a small piece of paper. And we'll be placing that right at the center of the chest. Okay? So we'll do this together. We'll do this. I'll lead you through it and see how you do. Just try and relax, flow with it. Don't take it too seriously. And here we go. So we want to start by just positioning our bodies correctly. And so the sit bones, see that your sit bones are in the back of the chair. And let the body kind of wiggle into it and let the body become relaxed, but still alert. Don't be all that relaxed. You want to still be alert. Place your feet flat on the floor and make them parallel to one another. So the outsides of the feet are parallel to one another. And then you want to just soften the toes. So we don't want to grip the floor with our toes. So you can soften them by just gently lifting them up and gently placing them back down again. Lift up through the pelvic floor, just as if you're gently stopping the flow of urine, not too hard, but just very gently lifting up. And then feel your belly go in and up. And notice when you do that, how it just lengthens the spine. It makes you taller. And then just relax the shoulders down. Your chin is in line with your hairline, so we're not looking too much up or too much down. And just imagine that there's a string right in the crown of the head, pulling you up at the same time. It's pulling you up as you're rooting down into the chair. And now that you have that position, just gently begin to flutter the top lid down, closing your eyes. And as you close the eyes, not too tight because you want to soften behind the eyes. Widen the space between the brows. Soften your jaw. Separate your teeth. Keeping the lips very, very, very softly closed. And then softening the tongue, especially the back of the tongue. When you soften the back of the tongue, you can't think. And now, just press your thumb and your index finger together, placing it right at the center of the chest. And imagine right where that point is, imagine a point of light right there. And as you inhale, feel that point of light expand outward towards the ribs. And as you exhale, feel that light come right back to that center point, right at that point. Inhale and expand the light out towards the sides of the rib cage. And exhale, bring that point of light right back to that center. Again, inhale, feeling the expansion of the point of light. And exhale, feeling that point of light coming back to center. Adding the mantra. Inhale to yourself and sat as you inhale and let the point of light expand all the way out. And think yam as you draw that point of light back to center, but leave a glow behind. Sat, inhaling out to the sides of the rib cage. Yam, exhaling, bringing that point of light back and leaving a glow behind. And just continuing Sat, even bringing the light expansively beyond the rib cage. And Yam, as you bring that point back to center, feel the glow in the cells all over the body. Sat. And Yam. Sat. And Yam. Sat. And Yam. Doing 3 more on your own. Whenever you finish your 3, no rush, just bringing the palms together at the heart center, pressing the palms together in a sense of feeling union, and lowering the chin to the chest, keeping the eyes closed for another moment. Affirmation: I open my heart fully to living. I receive love. I give love. Again, I open my heart fully to living. I receive love. I give love. And then slowly bringing the hands down right to the tops of the thighs and lifting the chin. Cracking the eyes open just to take in the floor in front of you and then looking more forward. Inhale here. And as you exhale, just turn your head to the right. Just pausing here, just feeling a nice stretch just on the side of the neck. During any of these asanas, you can keep your eyes closed or open, whatever feels good for you, and continuing to breathe in an even way. Coming back to center, inhaling here, and exhale, turning the head to the left. Just noticing which side is tighter, not judging yourself, but just beginning to have that body awareness. Inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, just dropping your ear over to the right. Again, you'll feel a nice stretch on the left side of the neck. Don't be over aggressive. The neck is very fragile. And if it feels okay for you, just lifting the chin on the diagonal. And if that still feels okay, you can bring your arm out to the side, the fingers together, just to give a little bit more of a stretch. And then slowly lowering the chin, lowering the arm, bringing the head back to center. Inhale here. And as you exhale, just dropping the ear to the left. Again, noticing. Just noticing where the stretch is, breathing into the stretch, giving that place where it's tight a little bit of love and life force. Inhale and lifting the chin if that's okay for your neck. And bringing that right arm out again, the fingers are together. Just breathing easily, no strain. And then slowly dropping the chin, bringing the arm down, the head back. And just place your hands over the heart, close the eyes, and just feel your unique and vital heartbeat. Taking a few breaths, even noticing if your inhale and exhale exhales are equal to each other. And then just placing the fingertips right onto the shoulders. And you can start then bringing your elbows down. And as you inhale, just bringing the elbows all the way up. And exhale nice and slow all the way back and around. Doing any form of this that works for your shoulders. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale all the way down, just getting that synovial fluid moving in the shoulder girdle. Inhaling all the way up. And exhale. We'll pause here. We'll go the non-traditional way. It'll feel funny. Just do what you can. Bring the elbows all the way back and up and around and bringing them down. And again, back and up, all the way up and around. Last one, inhaling here, inhaling as you go all the way up, and exhale, just letting them flow down. Bringing your right arm out. I'll just be adjusting the screen as we go. Bringing your right arm out, turning the palm up, bending at the elbow, and just bringing your hand as far down below the neck as you can, or some of you may need to bring it here if you have tightness in the shoulder or shoulder injuries. Just pausing here for a moment. Lift the belly in and up. Press down on the sit bones to keep that spine nice and long. And then bring your left arm out to the side, turning the palm up. Again, bending at the elbow and bringing that hand to reach the elbow, or you may be here, or you may even still be here. Whatever works for you. The important thing here is to keep your chin and your hairline, so don't strain by scrunching, by lifting the shoulders up to the neck. Go to that point where you can keep your neck really long, that you can keep the shoulders away from the jaw and that you can feel the shoulder blades sliding down the back. No strain here, just a nice stretch in that right tricep. And then slowly raising the left arm up, turning the palm down, coming all the way down. Raising the right arm, palm forward, and placing it down. And just place your hands down on your thighs here just for a moment, just to let the breath adjust. And to let that settle in the cells of the body. Other side, bringing the left arm out straight ahead of you. Palm first starts facing down, but then you turn the palm up, bend at the elbow, and again, bringing it to as far down as you can. You may be here, you could even be here, whatever works. Just yoga, the one thing about yoga, it meets you where you are, not where you want to be, but where you are. And then bringing the right arm out, turn the palm up, bend at the elbow, and grab a hold of the elbow if you can, or wherever you are meant to be. So wherever you are, back off if you feel yourself scrunching, if you feel your shoulders lifting all the way up, and just back off a little bit and breathe and close the eyes and just feel where you are and accept where you are, knowing that that's exactly where you're supposed to be. The breath here, stretching out that left tricep as well as the shoulders. And then raising that right arm up, placing it all the way down onto the lap, bringing the left arm up, facing forward, and bringing it down onto the lap. I'm going to move back and adjust my screen. And so we'll start now with cat-cows And I'm going to be moving to the side so that you can easily see the movement, but you can stay forward. So in cat-cow, we place our hands right onto the knees. Again, the sit bones are planted firmly. Look down and make sure your feet are still parallel. And on an inhale, I give a little pull on my knees as I pull the heart center forward. Inhaling here, this is your inhale. So lift up, the heart center moves forward. And then on the exhale, I'm going to round. The arms get longer, the belly goes to the back of the spine and dropping the chin. And again, inhale, lengthening forward. Your heart center goes in between the shoulders. The neck stays long, but your chin lifts. And exhale, belly goes to the back of the spine, rounding the back. We're working the spine here, the flexibility of the spine. Inhaling as we come forward, lengthening the whole front body and feeling the openness in the Anahata chakra. And as you exhale, belly goes to the back of the spine and we open behind the heart in the back body. 2 more like that. As you inhale, you come forward, arch the back, lift the chin, shoulders back, sternum lifts. And exhale, coming to the back of the sit bones and rounding. 1 more time as you come to the front of the sit bones, you just kind of round up, you unfurl the spine. And as you exhale, belly to the back of the spine, coming all the way to the back of the sit bones, dropping the chin and coming back to center. Taking a pause, just taking a little pause here, just noticing how you feel, any change in consciousness. Full breath in and full breath out. We'll come a little bit forward on our chairs as we'll do sun salutations or sun breaths. If you haven't been with me before, then it may take you 1 or 2 times to be able to follow the flow. I'll call it and I'll call the breath and just do the best you can. So we bring the arms out, palms facing forward. As we inhale, bring the arms all the way up, nice and slow. Palms to touch, gazing all the way up. We're going to turn the palms out. And as you turn the palms up, begin to hinge forward in the hips, palms out as if you're pressing through water, coming all the way down and letting the head go right between the knees. Inhale, place the hands on your shins and lengthen forward, shoulders back, but gazing up. And as you exhale, you come forward again, just folding all the way forward, letting the head be heavy. Bring the arms out and the palms are facing up. You use your core, press down through the feet to come all the way up. Palms seal together at the top. You gaze up all the way, gazing up. And draw the hands down the midline of the body, right to the heart. Close the eyes, picture that yantra right at the heart center, bringing the energy, the light of the heart to all parts of the body. We'll go again. Inhaling the arms down, around and up, bringing them all the way out, around, lifting up, the gaze follows, palms together at the very top, or they can be separated. And as you exhale, turn the palms out, strong arms as you come down and let the head go. Inhale, halfway lift. Your hands are on the shins and you lengthen forward. Exhale, fold to your fullest and let the head be heavy. We're pressing down through the 4 corners of the feet. Turn the palms out. Use your core to come all the way up. It's like a reverse swan dive. Seal the palms together. Gaze up towards the hands. Draw the hands down the midline of the body. Maybe feeling the ya, ya, yum, right at the heart. Ya, ya, yum. We'll do that one more time. Inhaling the arms down, around and up. Take that pause at the very tippy top of the inhale as you seal the hands together. And exhale, the palms are out as you hinge and come all the way forward and let the head go. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, folding as much as you can, hinging from the hips. Turn the palms out, press down through the feet to come all the way up, gazing up, seal the palms together and draw them down the midline of the body. Close the eyes, picturing the yantra, the shape that helps to balance and open the Anahata chakra, leading to the ability to feel unconditional love and unconditional compassion. And slowly placing the hands down on the lap again, we're going to do Sphinx pose. And I'm going again to turn my chair so that you can see Sphinx pose. So the elbows here are under the shoulders. Kind of hard to see with my black outfit, I realize that. But we're going to be holding onto the knees again. And as you pull onto the knees, you pull the elbows back. And as you pull the elbows back, you're bringing your breastbone forward. And we're kind of in, if you're picturing a sphinx, this is exactly, we are kind of copying what a sphinx looks like. We're just going to hold here, close the eyes, and just hold for a breath or two. Feel the shoulders moving back. Feel the heart center lifting. The sternum lifts, and then slowly just coming back. Close the eyes, move the hands back a little. Let that settle in. We're going to do that a couple of times. These are back bends, the heart opening. And slowly, once again, bringing the hands onto the knees, drawing the elbows back and using the leverage with the hands on the knees to draw the heart center forward, the sternum forward. Sense you can close the eyes and just picture that yantra, the six-pointed star, just moving in all directions to open the heart. Breathing easily, don't hold your breath here, and then slowly coming back. Take a pause, just noticing, not judging. One more time. Bring the hands onto the knees, draw the elbows, pulling the elbows back as you draw the heart center forward, lifting up, squeezing the shoulder blades together. The back of the neck still stays long. Easeful breaths, let the breath just inform the movement. And then slowly coming all the way back. Take a pause, place the hands down onto the lap of your thighs, close the eyes, just noticing. And now we'll come into Virabhadrasana 2. So once again, just sitting towards the front of the mat and just checking. Move this a tiny bit. And just checking to make sure that your ankles are right underneath your knees. Your knees are in line with your inner hip points. Your inner hip points in line with the shoulders, and the ears in line with the shoulders. So getting that nice, this is Tadasana, mountain pose, where we really feel the four corners of our feet. Matter of fact, let's reaffirm that by pressing in to the mound behind the big toe. And then there's a little mound behind the little toe. Press into that and press into the center of the heel. And so our feet are very well grounded into the earth, and you can almost feel the energy of the earth coming up into the feet. Softening the toes so we don't grip with the toes. I have a little visitor here. And bringing the arms out to the side in warrior two position, feeling nice, strong arms. However, with the strong arms, the joints are spacious. So the elbows are spacious and the wrists are spacious. And then just turning the palms up. As you turn the palms up, you're going to notice that outward rotation of the shoulders and just keeping that outward rotation just as it is. And turning the palms down. Inhale here. And as you exhale, just turning the head to the right, gazing out over that middle finger. And as you gaze out over that middle finger, just close the eyes for a moment after the gaze and just picturing the yantra, the 6 points, and feel the light going into the shoulders and the elbows and the wrists and the fingers. Breathing easily and breathing deeply. And then slowly bringing the head back to center and placing the hands down onto the lap. And just taking a full breath in and a full breath out. We're just going to do that again on this side, but with a little bit of a flow of movement. So we'll come into Virabhadrasana 2 again. This time the palms can stay down. And as we gaze over, turn your head to the right, turn the right palm up, bring the left palm down and exhale and come all the way up and over. That's your exhale. Inhale, coming back to Virabhadrasana 2. And exhale, turn the palm up and coming up and over. And again, inhaling into Virabhadrasana 2. And exhale, turn the palm up, coming up and all the way over. Just pausing here, feeling that wonderful stretch through the ribs, creating lots of space in the right side of the body, opening up the energy channel that's called Pingala. And then slowly coming back to Virabhadrasana 2 and placing the hands right onto the lap. Close the eyes. Full breath in and full breath out. Once again, bringing the arms out to the side. We're going to do Virabhadrasana 2 on the other side. Turn the palms up to feel that outward rotation in the shoulders. Let that settle in and then just turn the palms down, keeping that outward rotation. And inhale here. And as you exhale, just turning the head to the left, gazing over that middle finger, finding that gaze, and even closing the eyes just to visualize the light from the heart moving through the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, into the fingers and beyond. One more breath. And then slowly bring the head forward, bringing the arms down, close the eyes. We'll do that one more time, but with the reverse flow. Inhale, bringing the arms out to the side. Find your gaze over the middle finger of the left hand, and then turn the left palm up And as you exhale, moving over to the right. Inhale, coming back to Virabhadrasana 2, gaze over the middle finger. Exhale, turn the left palm up and moving up and over, stretching out the left side of the body, energizing the Ida Nadi, the other energy channel. Inhaling here, stretching. And as you exhale, turn the palm up and coming up and all the way up. Just pausing for a moment, just enjoying that stretch that goes from the hip bone all the way to the fingertips. Coming back to center, placing both hands onto the lap. Just pausing for a moment. And then just separating heel toe your feet out just a little bit. We're going to come down, put your elbows here. We want to make a third eye connection. So starting with your hands like this, just for a moment, but then maybe crossing right at the elbows, bringing the elbows forward. And just coming as far forward as you can. Maybe you'll make a connection with the third eye, probably not. But just bringing your awareness to that third eye. The third eye is about a ½ inch up from the brow and about 1.5 inches in. Just bring your awareness there as we come into a semi-inversion. And let the breath flow. Just let the breath flow. And then slowly just tucking the chin, coming all the way up, bringing the feet together, bringing the arms out to the side, palms up. And this time bringing the left hand underneath the right, crossing and just giving yourself a hug here. Just closing the eyes and just thinking to yourself, I know this is hard. What's one thing that you truly love about yourself? It could be as simple as that nice manicure you got yesterday. Anything. I know it's so hard to think like that. Because when we do this hug, it's about receiving. We're opening the back gate or the back body of the heart, where we receive. Slowly opening the arms all the way up again, opening through the heart center. And now we'll put the right arm underneath the left and taking the hug the other way. See if you can stretch the back apart so you can be in the back gate of the heart, maybe even thinking of a second thing that you love about yourself. And breathing. And then slowly, slowly, slowly releasing. We will come into our inversion before we go into meditation. So separating, coming forward, all the way forward onto the chair. But kind of holding on if you feel that there's any chance of slipping. And inhale here. And as you exhale, coming all the way forward as much as you can. And you can change your hands to your knees or your shins or your ankles or the floor. But letting the head dangle, that's the important thing. Just letting that head completely dangle. Nodding yes. Shaking it no. And feeling the consciousness move towards that third eye. And then slowly, 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 just rolling up one vertebra at a time. One vertebra, nice and slow, just rolling all the way up. Pausing here. Noticing how you feel. And so for our meditation today, we're going to be moving through each one of the chakras. And we'll use this movement of moving through the chakras to just purify our emotions from the deeper level, because that's where the emotions come from the deeper level. So we'll be starting from the base chakra, which is called the Muladhara chakra, and we'll move up through the entire chakra system. And we'll be using vibrational sound, which we said before was called mantra. And for an example, we'll be doing this with each of the chakras. The sound for the root chakra, the Muladhara chakra, is Lam. So we'll be saying 3 times for each of the chakras in their own sound. La, la, lam. La, la, lam. La, la, lum, 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 lum. And we'll be going through the chakras in just that way, okay? We'll also be focusing on the shape as we go along. But we're going to begin with swaying because we want to make sure that we have an equal flow of breath between the right nostril and the left nostril. When you have an equal flow of breath, the energy comes into this central energy channel, which is called the Sushumna Nadi. And when you're in the Sushumna Nadi, that's when you are able to be in meditation. That's when you're no longer scattered, but you come back into union. So again, find your seat here. And inhale. And close your eyes somewhere along the line. Inhale here and exhale, just swaying to the right. Inhale, come back to center and swaying to the left. Inhale, come back to center, swaying to the right. See if you can close the eyes, but don't do it if you get dizzy. Inhale, come back to center and sway to your left. Inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, move to the right, picturing a golden sun. Inhale back to center. And as you move to the left, picturing that sun turning to darkness. Inhaling back to center. As you move to the right, picturing that golden sun. As you come back to center, seeing that golden sun just turning to darkness as you move to the left. Inhaling back to center. And exhale, imaging that light. Inhale back to center, seeing it unfold into darkness. Inhale back to center, moving to the right. Inhale back to center and moving to the left. And just like a metronome begins to slow down, begin to make your sway right and left, just a little bit less. Just feeling the body gently beginning to come to a slower movement. And eventually coming to center. Closing the eyes here. And bringing your awareness right down to the base of the spine, right at the pelvic floor. And we'll use the mantra la, la, lum to let the sound lift and engage the pelvic floor. Either say it with me or whisper to yourself. La, la, lum. La, la, lum. La, la, lum. Lum, lum, lum. Visualize a golden square residing right at the pelvic floor, creating a sense of grounding or connection to the earth. And just sit and allow the mantra and the yantra to resonate right at the base of the spine. We'll move on to the Svadhisthana chakra. And the mantra or the sound of the Svadhisthana chakra right in the pelvic bowl is VAM. And it's right above, it's right below the navel and above the pubic line. We'll say together or just listen. Va, va, VAM. Va, va, VAM. Va, va, VAM. VAM, VAM, VAM. And feel that VAM sound resonating right in the pelvic bowl. Visualizing the yantra, a silver crescent moon residing right at the pubic line in front of the sacrum, creating a sense of fluidity and connection to your sensuality. Sit and allow the mantra and the yantra to resonate right in front of the sacrum. Now we'll bring our awareness right behind the navel to the Manipura chakra. And the sound for the Manipura chakra, the mantra is Ram. We'll say together or just listening or whispering. Ra, ra, ram. Ra, ra, ram. Ra, ra, ram. Ram, ram, ram. And feeling that rum sound resonate right behind the navel. Visualizing a red triangle pointing down at the navel center, just creating a sense of empowerment. Sit and allow the mantra and yantra to resonate right behind the navel. And now moving to our Anahata chakra. The seed mantra is Yam. We'll say together or just listening or whispering. Ya, ya, yam. Ya, ya, yam. Ya, ya, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Feeling that sound resonate right at the heart center. And visualize a powder blue, six-pointed star right at the heart center, creating a sense of unconditional love and compassion. And just sit and allow the mantra and the yantra to resonate right at the center of the chest, the heart center. And now we'll move on to the Vishuddha chakra, which is the throat chakra. And the sound that opens and balances the throat chakra is hum. Do it together, or whispering, or just listening. Ha, ha, hum. Ha, ha, hum. Ha, ha, hum. Hum, hum, hum. Visualizing a smoky gray oval that starts right at the notch, that bump bone, bottom of the neck, and ending at the roof of the mouth, creating a sense of clarity and communication, a sense of knowledge of one's own truth. And just sit and allow the mantra and yantra to resonate right in the throat chakra. And then moving to the Ajna chakra, right at the midbrain. And this mantra for the Ajna chakra is Kasham. Ka, ka, Kasham. Ka, ka, Kasham. Ka, ka, Kasham. Kasham, Kasham, Kasham. And visualize 5 beams of violet light radiating from the midbrain, creating a sense of insight and intuition. And just sit and allow the mantra and the yantra to resonate right at midbrain. And then moving to the Sahasrara chakra, right at the top fontanelle, and feel the mantra Om resonating right at the top fontanelle. Om, Om, Om. And visualizing 1,000-petal lotus radiating out from the crown of the head, creating a sense of connection to an unbound field of consciousness. And just sit and allow the mantra and the yantra to resonate at the top crown of the head. And we'll sit in silence for 3 minutes. Now slowly bringing your tongue to the roof of the mouth. And then sliding it down to right behind the teeth, right at the gum line. And just lightly bring the palms of the hands together, just lightly rubbing the fingertips, feeling the electricity. And then separating the hands an inch, and feeling the heat between the hands. And separating a little bit more and feel the radiance behind the heat. And separating even more and feel the magnetism, that puffy feeling as though you could shape the air. And then bring the palms lightly over the eyes and lift the chin and let all of that heat and radiance and magnetism called tejas, let it just flow into and behind the eyes, into each one of the trillions of cells in your brain, just lighting them up, rejuvenating. And then slowly dragging the hands down the front of the face, around the back of the neck, palm over palm, maybe giving yourself a little rub there. And then bringing the palms palm over the throat center. Bringing the hands right to the thymus, the place of healing. And our healing mantra is Ram, 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 Ramaya Namaha. 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 Draw the hands down to the heart center, down to the solar plexus, down to the navel, and then placing your thumbs right into the crease line between hip and thigh. We're drawing the energy back down to the earth. We want to go from the spiritual back down to the physical, and then rubbing the tops of the thighs with the heels of the hands, circling the knees around and around, and then rubbing the shins somewhat vigorously. And then stamping the feet to draw all of that energy down. Bringing the hands to the heart center, the thumbs lifting up the heart and lengthening the spine. And bowing the head all the way down to seal in this sacred practice. And slowly raising the head and bowing the head to the heart, to the only true teacher, to the teacher that lies within each and every one of us. Hari Om, Om Tat Sat, Namaste.
Namaste. That was amazing, as always.